Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Girl Get Up podcast. I am your host, the Aquarian Chancellor, and this is the podcast where I share my stories, the ups and the downs. I invite my guests to share their stories, all in hopes that it inspires you, the listening audience, to go out and discover your infinite possibilities. Before I get started, of course, I share who I am and what I do. I am the creator of the Career Strategies for Success guidebook and the Career Strategies for the Infinite Dreamer. Together, they are the foundation of the Infinite Dreamers program. It is a career curriculum designed for youth ages 16 to 25, teaching them everything workforce related. We're talking about personal development, resume writing, anything W-2s, anything a youth needs to know to be successful in the workplace. So if you are interested in collaborating with me, you're a business owner, a parent from a homeschooling community, a mentorship program, please email me at jones@yourinfinitedirection.com, or you can go over to my website www.yourinfinitedirection.com, and I will be happy to work with you. So enough about me. I have a special guest today. Her name is Miss Adrienne Gay. I am going to open up the floor for Miss Adrienne to tell who she is and what she does. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Miss C. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
Good, good, good. Okay, a little bit about me. Um, I'm a special education teacher first. I started off in special education 18 years ago. And how I got into special education, I have a brother who has special needs. And I saw throughout the school systems like how he was treated and how he was mistreated. Let me say that, not treated, but mistreated. And the lack of education that he got because he was quote unquote different. So that's what got me into special education. I've been teaching special education, nothing but special education for 18 years.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah, 18 years. And I decided to come out of the classroom and do more of a consulting with the schools to make sure that their special ed curriculum is in federal compliance. So that's what I'm doing now. I've won two proposals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, one for 50K, one for 30K. Um, I'm born and raised in Atlanta, but I currently live in Maryland. Um, yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
wait, I have two kids and a dog.
What kind of dog you got?
I went and got this cane corso.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay.
My God. My God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Yeah, he big.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, let's talk about. So I know you said that you developed a love for special education with your experience with your brother. What were some of those things that you saw that just kind of left a bad taste in your mouth and wanted to fuel your advocacy for special education needs students?
Okay. So where I grew up at, it wasn't a lot of, I guess, back then resources.
Mm-hmm.
But I was fortunate enough to go to other areas and where I lived at and saw that there were resources. So I
Hmm.
saw the difference in the treatment that he got. So let's go back to your question. So meaning no no technology to
Okay.
assist him with he had a speech impediment. No assistance with that. No, he had an IEP, but it wasn't adhered to properly, and nobody cared or nobody knew. Well, my mama didn't know that it's an IEP. It should be upheld because it's a legal document. It's binded by the federal law. So my mom didn't know that. So by her not knowing that, that led to the schools basically not providing the services that he need, which led to him not being as productive as he could be. Because my
Okay.
mom didn't have resources either. So and the school wasn't providing the resources because my mom didn't know, and so they just didn't do it, which led to a lot of neglect.
Okay. So, in your consulting firm, how do you go about helping parents and advocating for parents?
What I do is I help them with the IEP process from start to finish. Whether it's if they need me to look at it, go over it, switch it up, make some recommendations, analyze the data, and just give my opinion on what the IEP should look like based on the child's deficits.
Mhm. Okay. So the parents do have a voice. The
They do
parents.
have a voice.
How do you help them realize that? Because a lot of times people feel, or parents may feel like, that they're up against a beast, like at the school system and trying to advocate for their children. So how do you empower them to feel like, okay, no, I want to speak up for my child?
I provide them with the knowledge, the
Mm-hmm.
terminology, the knowledge, and just giving them that confidence to know, because most parents do know, but when they go into schools and they see a principal, and it's overwhelming, and it's like they feel like they're superior over them when they're really not, because at the end of the day, nobody knows your child like you. Not that
Mm-hmm.
principal, not that psychologist, not nobody. So when they feel um like they're superior over them, they get nervous, scared, and then they go in a shell and feel like they don't have a voice. But once they have the knowledge, the correct knowledge to use while in these meetings, and know what to ask for and how to ask for it, and know what they should get. Even if
Mm-hmm.
the school says I can't do it, that's not true. So once I provide them with that knowledge, they feel more confident.
Yeah.
I
Talk
just
about
boost
some.
their confidence.
Mhm. Hmm?
I just boost their confidence.
That's right. I know that's right. Sometimes that's all they need is
Yep.
somebody just holding their hand with them and showing them the right
Mhm.
way. Like you said, that terminology is a big deal because it's like being an attorney and you sitting in there. No, seriously, and they just know
It is.
the words, and it's like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, and I provide them with I have a sheet about acronym. Well, the most used acronyms that are used. So if they are in the meeting, they hear acronym, and if they don't know it right offhand, they can look at that sheet. It's like, okay, but okay, what does that mean? Then they can ask
Yeah,
those questions that will lead them to have the knowledge to know, like, what when they go into the next meeting, they can know, oh, okay, this is what that means. So this is what I need to ask for.
yeah, yeah. Um, Talk about some of the because you just mentioned your worksheet. Talk about some of your products and your services that you have available for parents and students.
Right now, I have a program. It's called Empowerment. It's called Parent Empowerment. It's on my website. But what I do, it's a nonprofit as well.
Mhm.
So what I do is it's just whatever the parent needs. It's whatever the parent needs, and every parent is different, and every parent has different needs. So it's just depending on what that parent needs when it comes to that special education process, and it depends on what stage they are in that process as well, and where they need me to help. Because not all parents don't; they just need somebody to organize things or just look at things. It just depends on where they are on program. So my program is just meet parents where they are and provide the services that they need at that particular time, depending on where they are.
Okay.
Because every parent is different, and every IEP is different, and every school system is different. So it just depends on where that parent is in that process.
You say IEP, and for those who may not know, what does that mean?
Individual education program.
And what is that for people who might be hearing it and they don't know?
It is a document that says by law that your child is entitled to services when enrolled in the special education program. Now, to get in the special education program, it's also some testing before you can say, hey, my child is in special education. You need to go through the testing, the psychologicals, and whatever assessment that child needs, depending on their disability. Now, once they go through the testing, they say, hey, he or she qualifies for special education. We're going to write an IEP. IEP, the individual education program, is paper that
Mhm.
lists out the accommodations, the services, the environment, um, and the data from the psychological reports and the teachers that they have collected to say, hey, that he or she qualifies under, let's just say, ADHD.
Mhm.
So it's a documenting everything that the school is supposed to do once this document is signed.
Okay. So for parents who might be like, okay, I might be noticing a difference in the way my child learns, what is that first step for them? To go to the doctor and get some. So what is that first step?
The first step will be before it gets to special education, they go through a process called um, MTSS, which is multi-tiered. What's on the tip of my tongue? It's multi-tiered something system. I forgot what the other S is for. But however, that's a system that the teachers do in the class that provides all kind of um it's on the tip of my tongue, child. That provides them with different services
Mm-hmm.
before it gets an IP. Like if you say, "Hey, I think Johnny needs to know how he's losing some reading skills," so
Okay.
they'll take him through that multi-tier system and give him like different prompts and different things to see what is really wrong. Is he really special education, or does he just need some adjusting in the education that is given to him?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that has a disability doesn't need an IEP, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for clearing that up because sometimes people don't know, you might notice a difference in your child's reading skills or
Mhm.
the teacher. I know for one of my youngest, they would do and they used to do so they'll do a testing. Let me remember. They do a testing and then, when they do the parent teacher day, they'll give it like a color. It's like red, yellow, and green.
Yellow. Hmm.
Yeah, red, yellow, and green. So they kind of changed it over the years, and it would give your child like whether that child is proficient, whether it's
Uh-huh.
above. Green is like
Meeting,
above.
meeting,
Yeah,
exceeding.
yeah. So, using that to kind of keep track of, your kids and stuff like that. So as a parent, it could be kind of like difficult to understand because they send you these test results and all of these, it's like, is this?
Hmm. Hmm.
I think they did over the years, they did make it easier for the
It is
parents.
easier now. So they give you the charts, but they also explain what yellow mean now, and what
Mm-hmm.
it means and what green means,
Mm-hmm.
and the percentile that where your kid is in
Yeah.
that red and green.
Yeah, yeah. So thanks to people like you who have made it those changes, make it easier for the parents to track their children's
And
education.
it's hard for teachers to read it too. Just think
Really?
if you had a new special education, I was new. So once I first started reading, I don't know what this is.
Right,
So
right.
if it wasn't me taking an initiative to learn what those things are,
Mhm.
talking to the psychologists or talking to the people who provide those tests and provide the red, the yellow, and the green, then I would still not know because parents don't know to ask.
Yeah,
All they see is meeting, exceeding, or not at all. So they don't know. So if they don't know, then they think something's wrong. But
yeah,
e-testing is kind of up in the air because what if you get Johnny on a bad day and he just don't want to test that day?
yeah. And people test differently, even
Right,
adults.
and people test
Yeah,
differently.
yep,
Right. So,
yeah. Mm, okay. Well, you have a fundraiser going on. It's called the Empower Special Needs Education. Is that correct? Did I get that wrong?
no, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're
Do you want
absolutely
to share about that?
yes. I do have a fundraiser going on. It's through Give Butter. And all proceeds goes to support families with special needs kids. And
Mm-hmm.
what it is, it could be clothing, food, resources, consultations, or whatever they need, whether they need to go to the doctor or anything. It could be for whatever. So whatever that parent needs, that's where the funds go to. And all proceeds are tax deductible. I'm registered with the IRS. So whatever you donate is fully tax deductible. And once again, all proceeds go to parents, especially these kids.
Okay. we're going to include all of those in the show notes so that people who want to go help donate and help join your advocacy cause, we'll make sure that they can.
All right,
They have
all right,
access to it.
all right.
One question I wanted to ask you, we can start talking about a little bit of legacy. Define legacy and how you go about setting up a legacy for yourself and your family.
Legacy to me is just leaving your mark, whatever your mark is, whatever your mark looks like. Leaving it on the world,
Mm-hmm.
basic your world, whatever world that you're in, leaving your mark on that world, and just making sure that your family that you do leave behind, God forbid, when that day comes, that they are in a position to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Be okay financially and emotionally. And we all know losing a parent, I don't know personally, but I'm pretty sure it's hard. Um, so losing a parent is hard enough, but you don't want to have to worry about the financial piece of it either. So setting a legacy is making sure everything around you that you care about is financially and emotionally taken care of. And this new dog I got, I forgot about it.
Be quiet though.
Yeah, he quiet. He in the backyard.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you go about what steps did you take or are you taking to
Well, the first step for me was creating not creating, buying insurance policies.
Mhm.
That's my first step of setting the legacy for my kids. Buying insurance policies. Okay, now I got the insurance policies. Now what? The next thing is to me real estate.
Mhm.
So now I have several properties in real estate. Okay. Now, at least if I pass away, at the least that legacy that I created of buying those houses, at least they have somewhere to stay for
Yeah.
free. Right? At least they have
Okay.
right. At
Yeah.
least they have somewhere to stay for free. But if they don't need it, at least they can know that okay, I have this income coming in on a residual basis, as long as they keep a tenant in there.
Mhm.
That can be some residual income.
Yeah.
So I started with the insurance, then I went to single families, then I stepped into the hotels.
Mhm.
So I'm a limited partner in a hotel deal, and that generates some income as well. So anything that I can do that can generate income in my sleep, to me, is a legacy.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to get up and have to work and be tired and have bags up under my eyes.
Mhm.
I just want to go to sleep and know that okay, I'm good and my kids are good. So legacy
Mhm.
for me is just leaving them that real estate and those life insurance life insurance policies that will provide them that security.
Yeah. How do you feel being a Black woman with stake in a hotel? Like that is not a common thing.
It's not, but it's more common than you think.
Uh, I'm hearing about it, which is how you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's becoming more common than you think. I'm gonna give my good friend, she's a good friend of mine, I'm gonna give my good friend Davon Reeves
A shout
a shout
out.
out.
Mhm.
And my good friend Aquania, because she's the one who got me to invest in the hotel. Her name is Aquania Oscarne. And those are the two people that really, really like push me and
Mhm.
let me know that it is possible. Even when I'm having doubt and some
Mhm.
things, they let me know that no, it's possible. So just surrounding yourself with good people
Yeah.
and good people that just want to see you be as just successful as them.
Yeah.
So I feel privileged. I feel
Anxious.
right. I feel privileged and I feel lucky to be have surrounded by people that has just taken me in and just provided me the necessary tools and the necessary knowledge that I need so I can be a better real estate owner, whether it's commercial or, hotels are commercial as well. multifamily or commercial.
Hmm.
So yeah, I feel elated. I feel grateful. I feel blessed. Um, I'm just, I'm just, yeah,
Yeah. Blessed.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What would you, taking all of those things that you've learned from the legacy building and looking at your program, how do you feel like you can bridge that gap?
Oh, I can bridge that gap because I've recently became in contact with this special ed financial advisor.
Hmm. Oh,
I
that's,
didn't
oh,
I didn't
yeah.
even know he had that, but we had our long conversation via Zoom, and I think we are going to work on bridging that gap by making special ed parents more financial literate
Hmm.
when it comes to
Hmm.
everything, because we know they have a financial burden on themselves. So our goal is to just make them financially literate so they can know the choices and some of the things that they can do, even though they may be overwhelmed with special needs kids.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's true. Do you find like a lot of them working and having a tough time with that balance of trying to advocate for their youth and being providers as well?
they work. They have more than one kid, and sometimes they have more than one kid
Special needs.
with special needs.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's a combination of things. Then some of them, most of them, don't have help.
Hmm.
Because for the most part, n- nobody really wants to deal with or be bothered with a special needs child because it's a lot of work. So even though they may have help with the kids that don't have the special needs, they don't have help with the ones that do. So
Okay.
yeah, it's a combination of working, lack of help, and them just with not work with working, lack of help leads them to be drained. Leads them to be drained, and once they're drained, they're tired. Then we know once you're tired, that's when the frustration comes in. Then when the frustration comes in, that's when you take it out on the child.
Yeah.
So it's a combination of a lot of things.
That's where that education with finding other ways to be able to provide so that you can have that freedom.
That
Hmm.
freedom to take care
Yeah.
of your kids
Yeah.
and not have
Yeah.
to worry about how they gonna eat or how they gonna get clothes or coats for the winter,
Hmm. Yeah.
and that's why I started nonprofit because most of them don't have don't have the resources, whether it's
Mhm.
food, clothes, or it's just a lack of.
Yeah. No, now you said you come from Georgia, now you here in the DMV where I am.
Oh, are you here?
Yeah. To link up.
Okay, yes.
What were some of the did you notice a difference between the school systems and the support? What was those?
Okay. Yes, I did notice a difference in the school systems. Okay, I'm currently having an issue with my son's pre-K because I
Hmm.
just found out that DC pre-K don't have literacy programs.
Mm.
Yeah. So which wasn't an issue with me because I'm like, no, I'm teaching them how to read, but what y'all doing? Like, what are y'all doing? But now I sit down with the director and I was like, we don't have, yeah, we have this program, but it's not, literacy is not heavy in it.
Okay. Is it
So,
because of the age group?
right, and then that brought me back to when I started teaching in DC.
Hmm.
Why these kids don't know how to read in the kindergarten?
Yeah.
Then once I had that conversation, I was like, that's why it's not required for them to know how to read when they get kindergarten. So
Okay.
y'all know when you can't read by a certain age. I mean, you can, but it's harder.
Hmm.
And you start acting out in school. Then it
Yes.
then it leads into middle school. Then middle school leads into high school. Then high school leads into jail. Because I don't know how to read. I don't know how to write. So what else can I do?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
the difference I saw is the education program. And up here, I've had yet to work at a school that had like a special education program.
Mm.
Hmm.
Wow.
Hmm.
So, what can we do as parents to help prepare our children for school?
Oh, as a parent, I'm just gonna speak from my personal experience. What I do is, but that's because I've been teaching for 18 years. So
Mm.
as a parent, I just make sure my son has the skills that he need and that the skills that's required for him to at least know how to read and write once he hit kindergarten.
Hmm.
Sight words, Deutsch words, syllables, phonemes, pragmatics, semantics, all that. It's
Okay.
not everybody can't do it because everybody don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
And parent, and if you never taught before, you don't know how to do it. You don't even know where to start. So it's kind of hard for a parent to do it because they don't know what to do.
Hmm.
So it's up to the schools, but the schools that I've been in, they failing these kids. They
Yeah.
fail, they failing them, and I feel
Mm.
sorry for them. I really do. I really do feel sorry for them.
There's somebody I want you to meet. Um, Her name is Jay. She has a nonprofit. She does homeschooling.
Okay,
Yeah. I love her. She actually I'm gonna send you the interview that her and I did together. But
okay.
yeah, it was the school system that got her out in her mission to help educate kids um through the homeschooling way. So
I have a friend like that as well. Hers open in January though.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think she would be a great resource, just a network.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, the schools are failing kids, and I feel sorry because the parents don't know or they don't care. Let's just be honest, they really don't know or they really don't care, and which leads to a cycle of poor.
Yeah. Yeah, which is the reason why, when I heard what you do, and I was like, okay, I think that the legacy part is what we don't know enough. And when we start to think about things in that mindset with our youth, it's like, we it changes the game. It really, really
It
does.
changes it, right? Right.
Yeah.
Because for me, I don't want my kids to have to work at McDonald's.
Right.
But that could be just me.
No, it's not just you.
Right. So I mean, if you want to, cool, you can. I don't care. What I'm saying, because I have worked at Arby's, McDonald's, Burger King. I
Hmm.
worked at a mall, Blockbuster. That's how old I am.
I
Blockbuster,
remember
Blockbuster.
Hollywood video. What was it? Hollywood?
Yes, yes. So I did it all, but I don't want them to have to do all that.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't want them to have to do all that. I just want them to just, if they want to go to school, go to school. If you don't, don't. I mean, just do something with your life.
Yeah.
I just want them to have that luxury of not having to,
Yeah.
but do
And
it
then
because
you know what? It's not the only way to be successful.
it's
It's
not.
not it's not the only way to be successful. Yeah.
And people ask me, "Are you going back to school to get your doctorate?" No, they just erased $130,000 on my school debt. Do you think I want to see another school? Girl, no.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what? I'll do my certificate programs and stuff like
Exactly.
that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Say thank you.
I woke up one morning and got that letter from FedAid, whatever the people is.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, we received a payment and that I said, okay.
Listen,
It's
I'm with
paid in
you.
full.
Yeah. But
It's
you know
gone.
what? And I think that now a lot of kids, and that kind of inserts my program a little bit because talking to kids, even talking to my own son, he's like, no, I
They
don't
don't
want to
want
do
to
that.
go to
I
school.
don't want to start off my life in debt.
Yeah.
They don't want it. So it's like for me, having those conversations with my kids and some of their social group, realizing, okay, a lot of them really they work focused. They want to get out there, they want to work. Although you can do both, you
Okay.
can go to school and you can work. And a lot of times their tuition reimbursement and stuff like that. So just identify what your needs are and get employment that will help you take care of those needs,
Or
so
get
that
your
was really,
trade. Try. I know a lot of people
yes,
with
yep,
that make
yep,
most
yep,
money. I had a master's degree, and I was making in Atlanta. I was making 60K teaching, and they were making the god doggone 100 some thousand,
yeah, yeah.
two hundred
So
thousand dollars, and they ain't even step. They got doggone GED or high school diploma.
yep, you can be successful.
And I'm sitting here with
All
a
it
master
takes is
making 60K.
all
Make
it
that
takes
make
is
sense.
vision for yourself. Yep, that's
Right.
it. We are going to include all of your information in the show notes for people to be able to support you on your vision and your mission to help youth, special education youth, and families.
Okay.
Is
Thank you.
there, before I let you go though, because this is a platform of inspiring people to believe in their infinite possibilities, please give some words of wisdom that you can share to inspire people to go out and pursue their dreams.
My words of wisdom is it's never too late. That's number one. Number two, you don't have to know it all to get started.
No, that's all right.
Just get started. Because if you try to know it all before you get started, then you gonna be where you was last year. So my and I don't know about some people last year, but I want to be better than I was last year. So my words of encouragement is just to do it. In the words of
Mhm.
Nike, just do it, and you don't have to know it all to get started. Just get started. Start somewhere and
Yeah.
figure it out as you go. And that's how I do. I don't know everything. Even though I've been doing special ed for 18 years, I still learn. So I had somebody come to me and say, "Hey, I need this social emotional learning curriculum." Oh, okay, cool. I can do it. I know a
Mhm.
little bit about curriculum writing, but I'm figuring it out as I go. And but they love it. They love they I showed them like a demo. They love it. so
Oh, cool.
so yeah, I mean just do it. And you never know. You just never know.
Yeah.
Never know.
Where can people find you? Where's your website? All of that stuff.
Ooh, it's kind of long. The website is
We're gonna put it in the
ABG.
show notes.
Okay.
So,
The website is ABG Special Education Consulting.org.
mhm.
And on there, you can find my LinkedIn, my Facebook, my Instagram, and everything about me. You can even contact me through the website and everything. So all my information is on ABG Special Education Consulting.org.
Thank you. Thank you, Adrienne, for sharing some moments with me. You're
And you
spending some
said my
time with
whole
me
real
today.
name.
We, you back. We're gonna have you back because I want people to check out your fundraiser and see how we can help you raise the funds that you need to help you along your journey. Because special education, I don't think
That'd be
is talked
cool.
about enough. And it's a lot of things that we don't know. And for me being a career curriculum, and I felt like maybe we could collaborate somewhere,
That's fine.
you
Yeah,
know.
that's fine.
So
I'm
I would
here.
love to have you back. So anytime you have anything going on that you want to share with the audience, you're welcome to come back. So
Oh,
with
well,
that,
thank
you
you.
hang on. I'm going to send you off the right way. Everyone else, have a wonderful afternoon. Take care, everyone. Ladies, listen up. Whether you're chasing a bag, raising the next generation, or just living your best life, it's time to glow up with Gold Leaf, the beauty brand made for us, by us. They get it. Our strength, our beauty, our grind. From Skin Vixen, their BB cream that blends like magic on melanin, to the matte Luxe lipstick that stays flawless all day, Bolique has what you need to look and feel unstoppable. And because you're listening to the Girl Get Up podcast, they're showing us a little exclusive love. Use the code Girl Get Up, all caps, case sensitive, for 35% off your entire order. That's $35 off every $100 spent, and it gets better. Right now, all lip glosses are buy one, get one 60% off. Those discounts really stack up, so don't wait. Treat yourself today because you're worth every penny and then some. Head to Boldly, grab what you need, and let's glow up together. Use the code GIRLGETUP at checkout, and let's get back to the episode.